up guys, it's the Devil's Talent here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over how to W key in trios with Mr. Savage, BenjyFishy, and Atlantis near 40 bomb in Arena Champions Division. At the end of this VOD review, I'm also going to be compiling all of the things that I saw into kind of a condensed list to give the rundown of the entire video. But before I get into the details in the VOD review, guys, if you do enjoy my content or find what I'm telling you helpful, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. But without further ado, let's get right into it. As you can see, guys, I have BenjyFishy's POV on the screen. There, and again, as you can see in Champions Division. Now, there's this common misconception that Champions Division, the games are stacked, and it's not supposed to be high-kill games. This is the exact opposite. It's usually a division that's right below a Champions Division that is extremely stacked because you have people playing more safe, trying to get the points to get into Champions Division, because once you reach Champions Division, obviously you have nothing to worry about in terms of going up the ladder. You can play in FNCS and all that great stuff once you reach Champions Division. So, again, this is more W keying, and this is how it usually always turns out to be in Champions Division. It's just people going for content, W keying, and getting a lot of kills. And as you're going to see, they definitely do that. So I'm going to be talking about how this goes.
Somebody just killed Jules. Laser.
Wow. So the kid looks a little bit lost, but something already great to talk about. Just piece control, right? Piece control, huge part. For those of you who do not know what piece control is, we're going to mute him, and we're just going to back up just a tad, is what he does to essentially end this fight fast. And if you're going to be a successful W keyer, you have to end fights quickly. So what he does here is, again, spray through with the AR, gets the wall, immediately places a wall behind in a cone. Now, as you can see, this guy has his blueprints out, trying to build a ramp or a wall, whatever he may be, but Benji already has all the piece control. This guy's defenseless. It's now a 50-50. But this guy's got his blueprints out trying to build, because Benji has already established that piece control, that this kill becomes so easy. He's got his blueprints out. He turns back here to try to escape or build or edit out, thinking that he may have the wall, and this guy has no clue, and it is the freest kill in the world. He, just one-tacks him. So again, great first kill off, just in terms of a box fighting kind of technique, which again is more standard with it having attack. So I'm going to speed things up normally. Oops, wrong button. Not much to say right there.
That guy had the best, that guy had the best movement in the game, I think.
Savage baiting, but just again, they're pickaxing something. That squad looked extremely lost. Very surprising to find. And has a gold P90. Again, you're going to see the P90 right now is the strongest gun in the game. Boom. And not even a controller player, and look at that, just absolutely smashing. The next thing I'm going to talk about is, you can see he has the Mythic Grappler, and they're using helicopters. Mobility to mobility. If you want these high kill games, especially in these daily trio cash ups that just got announced today, you're going to need to be abusing all the mobility you can, especially helicopters, launch pads, and the Mythic Grappler. And Benji can return to his trio and fight here. Boom, again, another kill coming out from the compact. So, again, it doesn't matter if you're mouse, keyboard, or controller, you can definitely abuse this compact. And again, using the mobility to get easy frags. Good comms, we're getting shot down, so they know to drop. It's not even a problem for Benji, because obviously he has a grappler. Right here, boom. It doesn't change. Doesn't matter. All the best players in the world end fights using Metro Classics. We saw it recently in Scope's review of his 30 bomb. It's no different here with Benji here, using the Metro Classic to end the fight fast, which is exactly what you need to do with W King. It's the most important part about W King. Getting these high kill games. You got to be able to end fights fast. Again, using the mobility to help with build fights. Great job by Benji right there. Or, sorry, not Benji. Lechy right there to get the cone off, and then easy kill. And then the compact's so good at ending fights fast. Benji immediately gets hyped, abusing that mobility. Notice you don't even hear the drum gun because it's pretty much worthless now. And again, compact so good. No shotgun kills other than the Metro Classic. So again, and I'm talking about in this sequence of events. Mobility, boom, easy high ground. This guy has no idea.
This is cracked.
It's an easy beam.
That's grenade. I'm in his box.
And an amazing grenade. And finishing it up with the compact. Again, the strongest gun right now in Fortnite. Something just to talk about right here. Safely. Now, the key word is safely. Safely shaking down your opponents. If you have them in the box, you know that his teammates aren't around and you have time. This gives you a huge advantage because it shows where your opponent is. You can coordinate fights. And obviously, if you have a knock, you're usually going to be at an advantage anyways. So just make sure you're doing this safely. Sometimes the pick-up bug comes in and it's super annoying. But if you got a guy solo boxed and you only saw one, that's a pretty safe time to do it. You don't always want to do it in every situation, especially when you need help or whatever you want to do. But in that situation, definitely good because now they can find his teammates. Which apparently, I guess he was playing solo arena and trios because he got knocked. And again, talk about it here. Again, mobility. They hop into a helicopter and drive all over the map to go get these easy kills.
I've got the best movement. I've got the most distinct movement. Yeah, sure.
They're talking shit about him driving the helicopter. That's kind of funny.
Oh, you're gonna kill us. I swear you're gonna kill us.
AV wiggling was very effective last time. Yo, here. Yeah.
Good comms again.
Oh, nice. Oh my god, there's like 3 teams. Right, I'm going on this kid over here. This is the solo, he's running.
So again, good again. Just good awareness, realizing they're on the solo. Mobility.
Where's Peter?
And I don't know if he gave up or whatever, but again, compact, ending that fight fast. And look how ridiculously overpowered this is. Not a single material to take high ground.
Get in my box, We're fighting. Dad.
Okay. Something that guy did wrong that I just want to talk about this because it should be obvious to people if you've been playing a significant amount of manage. If you have someone underneath your ramp or any build, I've seen so many times in this VOD review, especially people making offensive edits on a guy who's holding a charged shotgun. It's the dumbest thing you could do because he's got his shotgun charge. He's going to hit you super hard, even if he hits you in the body, right? You don't need to be making offensive plays on people that are holding their charged shotguns. It doesn't make sense to do it. It doesn't matter. Like, the guy makes the horrible mistakes. Benji's sitting underneath his ramp. The guy should just go up and out. If not, he can go back out. He has all the piece control on the side of the walls. But, I mean, look at how easy it is. Boom. Easy crack, and then compact finishes the fight fast. So again, if someone's holding a charged shotgun, please don't be dumb and make an offensive edit. Good piece control right there. He eventually gets out of top.
20 white.
Trying to go for a pickaxe. And he tried to leave the game. Gives up, knows he's dead.
I see people. Is that Morda? No.
Again, mobility.
What are you doing?
Oh my god, he's so lucky. I'm jumping. 30.
Finally get a tag. Mitro Classic.
I got beam from behind.
Misses a shot, but great edits. Door edits, huge with a charged shotgun. Allows you to charge and make the edit, obviously. So again, something if you do not know, charged shotgun, if you make the door edit and allow it to open, you can still do that with holding the charged shotgun. So that's really good. And again, compact finishing the fight after the crack. This is why this is a great combo.
Oh wait, it's CRR.
It's actually, and he ends up killing CRR. And they end up killing Mitro as well.
60 over there. 60. Hit 2 of them.
He's 1 HP.
So something, again, I found a little bit odd is he takes the mythic AUG. Now, Benji has incredible aim. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, a top-tier pro. But it doesn't make sense, to me at least, because with how much they're W-keying and playing up close with a fight, I don't know why you want this range weapon when he has been absolutely smashing with the gold combat ending fights like this the entire time. So I would recommend if your goal is to W key or your intent is to W key, I don't see taking the AUG as being an advantage. And being on controller with the nerfs to aim assist at mid to long range, it's really not even that effective of a weapon. I mean, the Mythic AUG is solid, but personally, as of right now, I've always been a fan of DPS over bursts. I feel like the FAMAS is actually more accurate, but if we're talking these up close engagements where we're box fighting and pressuring, I think the sub is the call. So I found it a little strange that he ends up dropping it, and you're going to see his fights don't end as quickly, and he does end up getting in some trouble later on. But again, my recommendation: keep the compact. So, Lecce ends up killing Mitro, but knocking Savage.
I should have scanned him. I want to kill. Okay, I don't care anything.
Kids, they're fucking cranking. They're the best crankers. 110, 110.
Gets a nice crack here.
One B, dead, one dead.
Like, nice. Gets an easy barrel stuff. That guy just ran right into him. Not much to say about that right there. Just good cracks.
Get on top of me.
Yeah, this kid doesn't
I'm
know
trying
you.
to get up.
Doesn't really need to worry about cranking because he has all that mobility.
50, cracked him.
So,
Well, he gave up.
sees other kids, the guy gives up.
He gave up.
Bro.
We can go east, we can go. No team east, no team east.
There's another team southwest as well.
And so they fly. He's flying around.
Go again high, go again high.
And look how easy this is. He gets this high ground without building a single material.
Wait for you guys.
Whatever.
Again, this Mythic Aug isn't super great for pressure as opposed to a compact.
Hey, launch pad, launch pad. Launch pad.
Two of them.
They
Two
all,
button.
yeah.
60, right. Oh my god.
24 right, 24 right.
Launching.
So he launches on top of this guy. He actually disengages because they find another team.
Benji, come back. We should fight. We should get the chip.
Trying to box fight again. Guy makes the smart decision. His opponent right there doesn't make the edit on a guy holding a charged shotgun. And
Are they?
fortunately for him, Benji disengages because they want to get more kills, obviously, and not worry about a solo that they can pick off at a later time.
On it, dead on me.
Nice shit. WK is good. He launch pad.
Another kid on me.
Launchpad,
35.
Buddy.
boom, hits him a couple times,
Grappling over.
and then gets over to him. Again, mobility is so huge in these W key environments.
30 right.
It's a little unfortunate solo.
Come over them, we can test on this spot.
Good piece control right there, but again, Savage or Lecce had the wall on the side, not much to say. Just dominating, bullying the solo.
The kid on top's cracked. This kid up top, he's cracked.
The comms, this kid on top is cracked.
I'm running around them.
Oh, that was so good. We'll just talk about why that's so good.
Dead.
Another one
More
above us.
kids on top, yeah.
Getting in.
Go up.
I'm gonna go rewind it back for a second once my cursor stops being invisible. Okay, so what he does right here, that's really, really good. We're gonna slow it down to half, and then we're going to mute him, obviously, because it sounds weird. So he realizes, he sees that his opponent is above him, so he edits out correctly to avoid getting shot from the top, but what he does here is so good. He realizes this is open right here. This is just 200 IQ awareness. And immediately places the cone because he knows this edit's been made and that the player is most likely going to push in to him. And it's such good awareness. Holding a right hand peek. Gets an easy crack. This guy literally runs exactly right into him. That guy was cone peeking, healing probably. And then this runs into an area that he can't do anything about. This guy can't do anything. The only thing he can really do is edit back. Which is not going to happen. And the guy just jumps up, and Benji's cracked aim, and the other guy goes behind him. He's getting pressured up top, so this is going to be an easy. He actually hits him for 102. Boom, easy kill as they combo hit him. But just the thing is just the great awareness and the angles. So just superior awareness right now that makes it kill so easy for Benji right there.
Another one
More
above
kids
us.
on top, yeah.
Getting in.
Go up.
More kids up top. Boom. Savage just gets right in.
I got the needle.
Splitting angles.
I'm padding.
Yeah, I'm padding as well.
And you've seen him take a ton of launch pads, use the grappler.
Wait, you help me
What
out.
butcher? You waffling?
I'm on marker.
Finds him in a bush.
All on me.
Coming.
padding.
Calls it boom. Nice cone. Fortunately doesn't get hide here.
Move it down.
Sees the solo. Hits him for a couple.
Oh, I just got sniped.
That's Akron, I'm pretty sure. I solo. Go snipe me.
I'm holding a choke, Judge.
Yeah. Picking at it. Got it. Oh.
Doesn't get the wall. And again, the pressure isn't as good with the compact. These fights are taking a little bit longer. Maybe the players are also a little bit better just because they survive longer. But did you see, he's not getting any tags. He's not getting any really true, super good pressure.
Back one.
Nice little edit right there.
Here, fix
But again, cracks.
Nice shit.
And it isn't getting, again, as much damage as he probably would with the compact. Because he's not slamming through with all that high fire rate and
Looking
DPS.
down all the way.
So again, I was just very, very confused why I did that.
Good
And
edit.
he's-
All the way down.
Dead.
Nice shit.
Boom.
Shake down, maybe. I don't know where everyone is. Shake down.
again, what I've talked about earlier, just making
Shake him down.
comms to make him shake him down. They know that they have two down, and there's
Yeah,
been
but
already in a
you
build
can,
fight.
you can.
Boom. And then you could see him hiding in the cone. Apparently, he's playing with randoms.
Fight.
Oh, holy shit.
Because again, I
Go to these kids.
have no clue how they wouldn't know.
Might be Aqua.
You wouldn't want to stay in that cone if you get shaken down. You would definitely want to move because your position's given away no matter what. Good wall to block off right there. Don't make an edit on a guy holding a charged shotgun. Something we talked about.
Good edit one.
This guy is just fighting in the water, so scuffed.
Dead on me, dead on me.
And look at this.
Dead.
Just coming a little bit with a struggle. I mean, he still gets the kill. Don't get me wrong. And that guy's completely lost because he's just stuck in the water. But imagine how much faster that fight would have just ended, or him not having to take as much damage as he did if he just has a compact. It's just for this W keying style. It doesn't make sense to take the Mythic Og unless you're dropping those jug splashes and you're using it with a compact sub. It was just a strange decision.
Yeah, I'm
for me.
launching. Right here. Oh, I'm getting sprayed out, Sky.
Again, doesn't get completely lasered. Takes one chudge splash.
Oh, fuck.
I'm on height.
Good comms that he's on height. Sees the guy standing still. So that's what this gun is good for, is fighting people at long range.
Yeah, no.
Mid to long.
No, Cody's good.
They decide to actually just W key these kids.
Trying to edit on me with a P90.
See this guy?
100.
Exactly. Makes an edit with the charged shotgun. Probably controller player if he's making edits with a P90.
One shot on you.
And Lecce unfortunately gets split.
He's one shot. The kid is one shot on you.
Yeah.
Maybe rest.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm going for the red.
So goes for a res. Very, very good decision. They already have one knocked. You could maybe trade Regis. The guy he's fighting is not very bad. He nearly kills Savage.
Yeah, I can track stuff.
And nearly kills Benji as well.
Oh, I'm over. He has. He has a,
Just
he's got
gets
it.
cracked again right there.
Shockwave up.
There's a chopper in this guy.
But again, he's used all this mobility. He has a ton of these mats with how much he's building, and he whiffs.
Healing.
I can't.
Healing all his stuff.
Okay, got
You're
up.
just holding me fucking. Drop him off.
Nice.
Fuck that kid.
Yeah. Let's Cody up, kid. On me.
The guy throws him off.
Got it.
Great job again,
Come
peace
here, come
control.
He landed on high. Watch out.
And this is it.
What? 170.
And then this is where the P90 would have come in so handy. He's making edits on a guy with a charged
Oh,
shotgun.
Dead.
Why is this kid 1 HP dead?
He gets that piece control, but imagine if he was just able to spay through pressure with the compact. I mean, two shots with the compact. It's really awkward. Hipfire, spring, and Auget, and especially, on mouse and keyboard and not having aim assist. I mean, he has cracked aim, but you're going to see he's not the healthiest. The guy has a gold charge shotgun. He's very fortunate he doesn't die here. He does a great job just of initiating this fight. So we're just going to rewatch it. Oops, forgot to mute. So, I don't know if that guy got launched off or yeeted and then Savage killed him in midair. Boom. Again, spraying through. So this is so good. What he does right here is so good. So he pushes up. He sees this guy's building up in wood. Sprays through. Boom. Gets the wall. Immediately keeps his blueprint out. Edits. Puts a cone in. Super fast. So this guy is pretty much trapping a 50-50. He misses a shot. Sees the guy. So what does he do so well? He makes the edit knowing that this guy is editing, so he doesn't have his weapon out, doesn't have his charged shotgun out. And what does this guy do wrong? Again, he's looking right at Benji. He makes an edit. And so that's actually going to be a right-hand edit peak for Benji where this guy is at. Actually, he's using this wall as protection, but Benji's so close, it's not effective. And again, he's making the edit on a guy holding a charged shotgun, which is something that, again, you don't want to be doing. You want to play defensive against the charged shotgun. You don't want to be super aggressive against the charged shotgun because that's how you capitalize with people. Sorry, I hit the wrong part of the video. So, we'll just go a little bit back. So, guy makes the edit out, resets the wall. Benji's holding the charged shotgun. Crosshair placement again. And cracks him for 174. Benji does a great job of here. Boom, taking the wall. Makes a left-hand edit again. Not the best ideal. And imagine the amount of pressure he could have just applied with the compact as opposed to it. And he makes an awkward jump peak, as you can see his peak. And then he gets cracked for it. The guy's holding a charged shotgun. He's literally 1 HP. So Benji very lucky here. Catches him to backing out. and ends up finishing the fight. However, I feel like the fight would have ended a lot faster with a compact, and he could have just held and applied pressure. The guy would have probably not expecting to be cracked, but him having that mythic AUG making things a little bit more slower. So again, questionable decision to drop the compact from the AUG.
We gotta go Zen. I'm 1 HP. I've got no heals. I'm 1 HP.
So
Oh, I
I can drop you chug jug.
Savage has the mythic Chug Jug. If you don't know,
We need to go Zen.
again,
Go Zen there.
it has recharge. It's infinite uses with the recharge. I believe
I
it's
got a Lopez.
15-20
Yeah.
seconds. I'm not sure. It doesn't tell you.
There's 2 kids.
Oh, this is so
Oh, sorry,
stuck.
But so Benji takes the Chug Jug, and there's one person left. They're at 38 eliminations now.
I think I heard him. Maybe. Yeah, he's under me here. He's under me.
Going.
Getting in. Oh, okay. Getting in.
Nothing much to say here. It's a 1v3 situation against 3 of the best players in the world.
Oh my God. 39 kills.
39 bomb. Absolutely insanely cracked. And now I'm going to just kind of go over just in a nutshell what to learn from this VOD review, okay? So the first thing I'm going to be talking about that we're going to go over again, just when I saw mobility. Use whatever mobility you can, whether that is using launch pads, using the helicopter, using the mythic grappler to get around the map. Use the, the infinite grenade launcher, not infinite grenade launcher, just the grenade launcher that just shoots around the map. Scope abuse that to get his 30 bomb. Again, this mobility allows you just to get into so many more fights and get more kills for what you want to do. And again, second, I always talk about is use the mythic loot. Again, that's that mythic grappler. They didn't even use the drum gun, which I'm not surprised. I would say it's actually the 3rd best spraying weapon. You could even make an argument that the gold rapid fire SMG is a better weapon, especially for applying pressure than the drum gun is due to the nerfs. It makes it that kind of horrible of a mythic weapon that I don't believe they even took it, because again, what's going to go to my next point is compact. Use the compact, and you can make an argument to even use the rapid fire SMG because the pressure is so good, the clip is so good, it ends fights fast. You've seen it in this VOD review. If you've seen my VOD review on Scope, the compact ends these fights so fast and allows you to keep applying pressure, allows you to crack with a charge shotgun, boom, finish the fight with the compact. And as you saw, once he switched to the AUG, his fights got a little bit longer and a little more laborious and almost resulted in him dying a couple times. So if you're going to be W keying, especially in this meta, I don't think you even need an AR. You just need the charge shotgun and the SMG and just getting into people's faces and smashing out. And then my 4th and final tip of what I've seen, and it's just seen what I've seen these other players are doing, and that Benji did that one time, is don't edit on someone using the charge shotgun. It makes absolutely no sense to do because they're sitting there with their crosshair on your forehead, on your body. You make it edit, boom, and you're getting cracked almost 100% of the time because that's exactly what they want you to do. Because if they're the ones making the offensive edit, they can't charge their shotgun. So please, if someone is sitting in front of you charging their shotgun, be like the guys in the clips that you see with like Arab and everyone's holding their charged shotguns waiting for someone to do something, because that's exactly how you have to use the charged shotgun. You have to use it defensively. You're not going to be making edit plays and cracking like the pump. You want your opponent to be making the plays. Well guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. And I'll see you for the next one. Peace.